Hi, I'm Sunny and I've been retired here in Thailand for over 20 years. On this channel, I discuss the things I've learned along the way. Most people imagine moving to Thailand because they're chasing an easier life. They picture warm mornings, cheaper living, great food, and finally having the freedom to enjoy retirement instead of worrying about bills every month. It's a picture that's easy to understand because, for a lot of people, that's exactly what they find. But after you've lived here for a while, you realize expat life isn't really about beaches or cheap beer. It's about the ordinary days. Waking up, making a coffee, deciding what to do with your time, and building a life from scratch in a country that still feels a little unfamiliar. That's the part nobody really prepares you for. Most of you watching will probably arrive with a mixture of excitement and nerves. Everything feels different. The traffic, the food, the language, even walking into a supermarket feels unfamiliar during those first few weeks. You'll make mistakes and get lost. You'll probably buy something completely different from what you thought you were buying at least once. Before long, those little moments become part of everyday life, and they're actually some of the memories you'll laugh about later. One of the biggest reasons people stay is because life feels lighter. You aren't constantly watching the money disappear from your account. You can eat out whenever you feel like it. Fresh food is everywhere, the weather gets you outside more often, and little everyday jobs don't seem to take over your week anymore. Instead of feeling like you're working just to keep up, it starts feeling like you've finally got time to enjoy yourself. There's also a freedom that comes with living alone. Nobody's asking where you're going or what time you'll be back. If you wake up and fancy spending the day by the sea, you can. If you decide to jump on a train and explore somewhere new for a couple of days, nobody's stopping you. After years of routines and responsibilities, that kind of freedom feels pretty special. Then life settles down. The places that looked exciting when you first arrived become part of your routine. The coffee shop knows your order. The woman selling fruit smiles when she sees you. The security guard in your condo gives you a nod every morning. Without even noticing it, you've started building a life. Living alone also means there's a lot of peace. Sometimes that's exactly what you want. You wake up when you like, take your time over breakfast, head out for a walk, maybe sit somewhere watching the world go by for an hour. There are days where you wonder why you didn't do it years earlier. Other days feel very quiet. You might get to the evening and realize you've barely spoken to anyone all day. It happens. Some people love that. Others start looking for reasons to get out of the apartment. A coffee, a walk through the market, a chat with someone you've bumped into before. It's funny how even a 5-minute conversation can change your whole day. Making friends takes a little patience. Thailand has a huge expat community, but everyone's on a different journey. Some people are here for 2 weeks, others have been here 20 years, some are traveling through Asia while others are settling here for good. Friendships happen naturally, but they usually happen because you keep putting yourself in the same places. The local cafe, the gym, a weekly quiz night, a morning walk. Before you know it, familiar faces become friends. The language catches everyone out at some point. You can manage perfectly well with English in many places, especially in the popular expat towns, but learning a few Thai words goes a long way. Even if you get the pronunciation completely wrong, people usually appreciate the effort. Most conversations end with somebody smiling. Food becomes part of your routine quicker than you'd think. At first, you'll probably eat Thai food every chance you get. A few months later, you'll suddenly find yourself thinking about a proper Sunday roast or a bacon sandwich. Then you discover a little cafe run by an English couple or an Australian bakery tucked away down a side street, and somehow that becomes your regular place. The weather changes your habits too. You stop rushing around during the middle of the day because it's simply too hot. Mornings become your favorite time. Evenings come alive. A walk at sunset, sitting outside with a meal, watching people go about their lives. After a while, that rhythm feels completely normal. One thing nobody tells you is how quickly your old life starts feeling a long way away. The things that used to stress you every day slowly disappear. Meetings, traffic jams, endless paperwork rushing from one place to another. They stop being part of your life. It's only when they're gone that you realize how much space they used to take up. Of course, home still pops into your head now and then. Birthdays and Christmas can be difficult. Watching family grow up through a phone screen isn't quite the same as being there. Sometimes you wish you lived a little closer. Other times you're reminded why you made the move in the first place. Every country has its little frustrations, and Thailand is no different. Immigration visits become part of life. Every now and then something that should take 10 minutes somehow takes an afternoon instead. You learn to shrug your shoulders, grab a coffee, and accept that's just how some days go. Getting annoyed rarely speeds anything up. One thing I noticed after living here was how important routine becomes. Retirement sounds wonderful until every day blends into the next. The people who seem happiest always have something they're looking forward to. Maybe it's golf on a Tuesday, breakfast with friends every Friday, learning Thai, photography, fishing, volunteering, or exploring a new province once a month. It doesn't really matter what it is. It just gives the week a bit of shape. Living alone also teaches you to enjoy your own company. That's not something everyone is used to. Some people discover they absolutely love the independence. Others realize they need people around them more than they thought. Neither one is right or wrong. You simply get to know yourself a little better. You'll have little moments where Thailand reminds you why so many people fall in love with it. Sitting outside while a tropical storm rolls through before the sunshine returns an hour later. Walking into your local restaurant and the staff already know what you're going to order. Watching a sunset that never seems to get old no matter how many times you've seen it. Then there are the days that are completely ordinary: grocery shopping, paying a few bills, picking up some fruit, grabbing a coffee. Those days probably sound boring, but they're actually the days that tell you whether Thailand is right for you. Holidays are easy. Everyday life is what matters. People often ask if living alone gets lonely. Sometimes it can. So can living alone anywhere in the world. The difference is that here it's usually easy to step outside. There are cafes, markets, parks, beaches, and thousands of other people living exactly the same sort of life you are. Sometimes all it takes is getting out of the apartment instead of staying in. After a while, you stop thinking of yourself as someone who's moved abroad. You're just someone who lives in Thailand. You have your favorite coffee shop, your favorite restaurant, your regular walking route, and your own little routine. The country stops feeling new and starts feeling familiar. That's probably my favorite part of expat life. It isn't the excitement that keeps people here. It's the comfort. It's waking up without rushing. It's knowing your pension stretches further. It's having time to enjoy simple things again. It's discovering that happiness isn't always about doing more. Sometimes it's about needing less. Living alone in Thailand won't suit everybody. Some people try it and decide home is where they belong. Others arrive for 6 months and end up staying for years. There's no right answer, but if you come here expecting to build a life instead of chasing a permanent holiday, you'll probably understand why so many people never quite leave. Somewhere between the morning coffee, the evening walks, and the slower pace of life, Thailand has a habit of feeling less like a destination and more like home.